So now we have a path that outlines the outside of our mug, and so we named it Mug Outline for that reason. But as you can see in the thumbnail here, there's no hollow space in the handle here, so we have to make that on a separate path and then combine it together with the mug outline. So I'm going to deselect the mug outline layer in the paths panel and grab my pen tool again, but this time I'm picking my freeform pen tool, which is below the regular pen tool. And the difference here is that the freeform pen tool acts more like a pencil instead of the pen tool. You don't have to click each point and adjust each handlebar every time. The pen tool, the freeform pen tool, just kind of puts them places as you hover along, and so or draw. And then we're going to use it actually as in magnetic mode. There's this little magnetic option, so it will mimic the magnetic lasso tool, except that instead of drawing a selection, you're going to be drawing a path. So there's going to be anchor points that are editable. And we're going to start here in the little crevice at the bottom of the inside of the handle. And as I just hover along that edge between the handle and the background, it starts adding anchor points all by itself. I'm not clicking, I'm just hovering over the area, moving it along. And then again, I need to make sure to click on the beginning anchor point to close the path completely. And then as soon as I do that, it appears over here as a work path. And from that point, I can name it. Double click on work path, call it inside handle, say OK. And I just wanted to add something. In this case, it kind of did a good job in some places where the contrast is strong, but in other places it got a little sloppy. And also, if I go ahead and grab my white arrow here and I click on the path, you can see that there's a lot more points, and that makes for a more jagged translation of the cup. So as an illustration, I personally try to use as little points as possible when I draw with the pen tool. So that's the downside to doing it this way, but in some cases it did a really nice job. So I think it depends on what the job is and the image that you're tracing. Now that we have these two paths, we want to combine them in the paths panel. So you need to make sure your inside handle path is selected. If it's not, just click on it, and then you can go Control or Command C, and it copies that path. And now go to your mug outline path and go Control V to paste it. V as in vase. To paste it. And then as you can see, now it's inside the mug inside handle path and the mug outline have been combined. And so you can throw away the other inside handle path because you don't need it anymore. And then from here, you can go ahead and fill this path with color so that it becomes a shape in the layers panel. Right now, there isn't anything here. So what happens is the moment I turn this path, so I have to make sure that my mug outline is selected, and then if I go up to layer and new fill layer, I can fill it with a solid color, a gradient, or a pattern. And the moment I do this, then it will become a shape in the layers panel. So I'm going to pick gradient because that's what the book chose. I'm going to call it mug, hit OK, and then if I wanted, right now it filled it with the default gradient. I guess it's like black to transparent, and I want to change that. I'm going to click on the first one here, which is foreground to transparent, and I can see it totally fill up. And it's from black to, or gray I guess, to white. And I want to change that to the reds that they use in the book. So for the left stop, I double clicked on it and opened up the color picker. And I'm going to pick a red, dark red color, so towards the black spectrum. Hit OK, and then I'm going to double click on the white stop and pick a medium